You know that feeling when you finish a book or a movie and you just have to sit there for a minute, totally stunned? Like, how did it do that to you? Well, I'm here to tell you it's not magic. Great stories, they're built piece by piece with a very specific set of tools. So today, let's dive in and crack that secret code together.
Yeah, that's really the big question, isn't it? What's the secret sauce? What turns a simple plot into something that just sticks with you for years? Well, we're about to go on a little quest to find out. And along the way, we're going to build our very own storytelling toolkit.
All right, so to kick things off, we're going to drop right into one of the most heart-stopping moments in the history of theater. I'm talking about a scene from Henrik Ibsen's play, A Doll's House. Seriously, this scene is an absolute masterclass in how to build tension. Okay, so here's the setup. Our main character, Nora, has this massive secret. See, years ago, she forged a document to get a loan, all to save her husband Torvald's life. But now, a letter is about to show up that's going to blow her whole world apart. But here's the crazy part. Nora isn't just terrified, she's also hopeful. She's convinced a miracle is about to happen, that her husband will do this incredible act of love and sacrifice his own reputation to protect her. And right here, you can just see the collision course. On one side, you have Nora's help. She's all in, believing her husband will shield her, take the blame. And on the other side, the cold, hard reality. He reads that letter and no miracle. Instead, he just unleashes on her. He calls her a liar, a criminal. He's not worried about her. He's terrified about what this will do to his reputation. In an instant, the man she thought she married is just gone.
Oof, that moment is just an absolute gut punch, right? It feels like the floor just drops out from under her, and from under us, too. So why does it hit so hard? What's happening here, technically speaking? Because trust me, an impact like that is never an accident. It's pure design.
And that gut punch, it follows a very specific blueprint. So let's break it down. Let's look at the 3 key tools that Ibsen is using to build this absolutely unforgettable scene. Okay, tool number 1 is called the reversal. It's a classic, one of the most powerful moves in storytelling. It's when a character's situation just completely flips on its head. Good fortune turns to bad, or, the other way around. Think about the biggest, most shocking plot twist in your favorite movie. Chances are, that was a reversal. And Nora's story is a textbook example. She's counting on love, on a miracle. The reversal here isn't just that he gets mad. No. It's so much bigger than that. It's the sudden, horrifying reveal of his selfishness. And in that one moment, bam, her whole world, her entire marriage, just shatters. All right, next tool, the climax. Think of this as the story's pressure cooker moment. All the tension that's been building and building and building is finally wound so tight, it just has to explode. It's the point of no return. It is the absolute moment of truth. And in this scene from A Doll's House, the climax is laser-focused. It's the exact second Torvald opens that letter. That's it. Everything that's been simmering under the surface of their quote-unquote perfect marriage just boils over. After this, there is no going back. And that brings us to our 3rd tool for this scene, the discovery. This is that light bulb moment. When a character learns something so big, it completely changes their understanding of the world. It can be an aha moment, or in Nora's case, it's more of an oh no moment. It's when the blinders get ripped off for good. See, Nora's great discovery isn't just my husband is mad at me. It's so much deeper. She realizes her entire life, her marriage, the very foundation of her world has been a lie. That she's just been a doll in a doll's house. And that devastating discovery is what gives her the strength to do what she does next, which, trust me, is one of the most famous exits in all of literature. So you've got reversal, climax, and discovery. These tools are incredibly powerful because they plug directly into real human emotions. But here's the thing. Stories about regular people like Nora with their regular, messy problems, that wasn't always the main event. So how did this kind of realistic storytelling end up taking over? Well, the answer really goes back to the 18th century. This was a time of massive change. You had the Age of Reason, which got people questioning old traditions. Then bam, the Industrial Revolution creates this whole new middle class. And all of a sudden, you've got tons of people who can read, who have a little free time, and who are hungry for stories. And what did these new readers want? They didn't want more epic poems about gods and kings. They wanted stories that felt like their lives. They wanted a mirror held up to their own world, their own problems, their own society. And that is where the novel came in. Okay, so we've looked at the tools for creating intense personal drama. But what if a writer wants to talk about something bigger, like huge, world-changing ideas? Well, for that, you need a different kind of tool. And to understand it, we're going to look at a classic, George Orwell's Animal Farm. And that tool is called allegory. Basically, an allegory is a two-for-one deal. You get a story on the surface, but there's a whole other story, a hidden one, running right underneath. It's an amazing way to tackle really big, complicated ideas, like politics or morality, in a way that's much easier to understand. Animal Farm might just be the most famous allegory ever. The surface story? Super simple. It's about a bunch of farm animals who kick out their human farmer to build a paradise for themselves. But the hidden story? Well, that's a razor-sharp critique of the Russian Revolution and how its ideals were corrupted by Joseph Stalin. So, how does Orwell do it? How does he make it work so perfectly? Let's peel back the layers and see how this thing is actually built. It's all about this brilliant one-to-one mapping. Every character is a stand-in. Old Major, the pig with the dream, that's Karl Marx and Lenin. The power-hungry dictator pig Napoleon, that's Joseph Stalin. His rival, Snowball, Leon Trotsky. And the loyal, hard-working horse, Boxer, he represents the working class. Even Squealer, the pig who's a master of spin, stands in for state propaganda. And one of the most brilliant parts of the allegory is how Orwell shows the corruption through language. The animals start with these 7 commandments, and the big one is, all animals are equal. But as the pigs grab more and more power, they start sneakily changing the rules. Until finally, you get this horribly twisted version, which just perfectly shows how a noble revolution can be completely betrayed from the inside. So there you have it. From one devastating scene in a living room to an entire political fable on a farm, you can see that great stories aren't just random events. They are meticulously designed. They're like pieces of architecture. And now you have the tools to see that architecture for yourself. The next time you're reading a book or watching a movie and you feel that tension ratchet up, you can say, ah, that's the climax. When a character's world gets flipped upside down, that's a reversal. That big aha moment, that's a discovery. And when a simple story feels like it's about something way, way bigger, you can start hunting for the allegory. And that leaves us with one last really important thought. Because these tools, they aren't just for fiction. They are used everywhere. In the news you watch, in the ads you see, in political speeches, they're all stories. So the next time you come across a story that really moves you, or angers you, or persuades you, ask yourself, what tools are at play here? And more importantly, who is building this story and why?